Hello physical fiends, it's Jordan here with a quick physical discounts video. Firstly, starting with PlayAsia, they have got an Easter sale going on right now, and surprisingly, they do have some really deep discounts. Usually their sales can be a bit deceptive, but no, this is the real McCoy. Let me quickly go over some highlights. Assault Leynos 2 Saturn Tribute. Now, the Chinese version, the physical release, does not have English. However, this is a game where English isn't massively essential. It's kind of like an arcade game on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. PlayAsia have it for $16, which is kind of crazy and almost upsetting because Limited Run have just opened pre-orders for their version, and that is $35, and English was kept specifically for them. English was due to be on this release, but they decided against it. But I think $16 is worth a punt. And just remember, all of the games mentioned in this video, the discounts are linked in the description and the pinned comment. Any purchase made via those links massively helps support me and this channel, and I do thank you from the bottom of my heart. Under Defeat, the Asian version, similarly doesn't have English for similarly crap reasons. Limited Run have their pre-orders closing in a couple of days. They have their English version for $35, but if you don't need English in your shmups, and you really don't, how about picking up this Asian release for just $24? Panic in Sweetsland is an Asian exclusive physical release that does have English. It's an action platformer within the Waku Waku Sweets world. A peculiar and decent game that PlayAsia have for just $20 right now, so pretty much half price. SaGa Scarlet Grace Ambitions got an English Asian physical release. The one listed below in the description is the one that has English, and now it's just $18, which I think is kind of crazy for an import exclusive JRPG from Square Enix. I know it's been discounted before, but never to this price, and I just think that's insane. If you are a JRPG collector, you must get on this right now. I know it's not the best in the series, but still, $18. Deadcraft, another import exclusive, only released in Hong Kong, but it does play in English, and PlayAsia have plummeted the price to $16, which is frankly fantastic. I know it's been cheap before, but never this cheap. Raiden 3 Cross MIKADO MANIAX did get a Western physical release, but PlayAsia have the Asian release, which does have English, for just $14. Now, I'm not a massive fan of the Raiden shooter series. They've always been a bit cold with me personally, but even I am tempted to pick this up at this price, and this is for Switch and PlayStation 4. Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered is getting a Western physical release this summertime, but if you don't care where your cartridges come from, the Asian physical release, which does have English, is a fantastic way to go, especially since this version, the one listed below, is just $22. That is also a crazy price. I didn't think I'd see a JRPG like this for this price. The Red Art Games Western one coming this summertime is probably going to be double this. Taito Milestones 2. I've given a bit of stick to this over the years, but I have warmed up to it a little bit, and $16 for the Asian version, well, now it's making me love it as though it's my child. A fantastic price for 10 retro arcade games. There's like 3 absolute bangers in here, and then some pretty decent titles surrounding it, and I am going to put my money down at this price. The Last Spell is just $10. $10 for a Switch physical game. Okay, this did get a Western release too, but this Asian one plays in English, and I doubt you will find the Western physical release for $10. $10, for me that's like practically free at that price. And finally for PlayAsia, Guardian Tales for Nintendo Switch. This is only for the most hardcore of Nintendo Switch collector. This was only released in Asia. It is a game that has English, and it does have a cartridge, but it does require an internet connection to play. It's also a free game on the eShop, so it's very weird, but if you are a collector of English physical releases, PlayAsia have it for $18. Now, because it's PlayAsia, I should mention that these prices are until stocks last. Once their sale allocation ends, the price will jump up again, at which point many people are angry at me in the comments for lying about it. No, it's just how the website works, okay? I'm sorry you missed it. That's just what happens. Okay, A quick mention to VGP, who have some discounts. They have Darkest Dungeon 2. They have that down to less than $22 on Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 5, although the latter two are likely to sell out unless they add more stock by the time this video goes out. The Switch version seems well stocked. I know this game isn't as well loved as the original Darkest Dungeon, but I think at this price, well, now is a good time to actually see for yourself. Vernal Edge is 14 American dollars. I know this is often discounted, but I don't think it's been this low before. It's from Red Art Games, but it is a North American version, and all things considered, is supposed to be a pretty fun side-scrolling action game. Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor are 14 and $21 respectively on all their console variants, not Switch of course. And I don't know how properly legit these physicals are. You know how funny the new disc-based systems can be. So if you know about how much data is on these discs, leave a comment below. That may help people decide. However, having played these games last year for my 12-hour Star Wars video game retrospective, both these games, they are fantastic and well worth playing. Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 1. Now we all know the Switch physical is very disappointing. I don't know how complete the Xbox and PS5 versions are either, so comment below if you know that. However, $14 US dollars, that is hard to say no to. And you know what? The Switch physical does have Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2, the MSX games, on the actual cartridge, so if you think as those two as being physical and the download games as a bonus, it makes me feel a bit happier, and I do prefer retro games anyway. Alright, very quickly, moving on to PNP Games. It's super quick, okay, because do you want some Xbox games for $3.50 American? Well, they've got 3 for you. Just Cause 4, Valhalla Hills, and the star of the show, Katamari Damacy Reroll. Like $3.50 for Katamari Damacy, that makes me sad. That's just too cheap for such a lovely game. Okay, and also, very quickly, specifically for my UK audience, or 10% of you out there, if you check the links below for shopto.net, they have a couple of deals that caught my eye. They have Slave Zero X for 16 quid, which I think is a good deal. I know the launch edition on the Switch had problems, but there have been patches. I don't know if it fully fixed the experience, and as long as you don't mind a chunky download for the patch, I think this price is a decent jumping in point, and even better, they have the collector's edition for just 19 quid. And finally, to wrap it all off, we've got IChu Chibi Edition. It's an interesting game. It's a rhythm game with a terrible story and bad dialogue, but if you skip all that crap, you get to an enjoyable rhythm game that, rhythm music fans, I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it. You just got to get, wade past the crap, or just press the skip button, okay? And Shopto have this for 22 quid. That's a good price in my opinion. So, which discount has taken your fancy the most? Let me know in the comments below. Any purchase made massively helps support me and this series to keep giving you useful physical info. And of course, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It will be the best thing you do today, I promise, unless you cuddle a cat or something. And also, I made a video yesterday about some huge revelation about the physical release of Stalker in Japan. Like, huge news. Like, we all thought it was going to be crap, like a crap physical release, but no, apparently it's really good. So go check out that info if you didn't watch it last night, yesterday, whenever, time zones. Take care.